This season, Matthew Southgate has established himself as one of a posse of English contenders at the top of the game. Tied 6th at the Open and sharing 2nd place at the Irish Open, he's getting closer to a first European Tour victory, and Anna sat down with him in South Africa earlier this month.
Matt, you've had such a solid year, especially after your 2016 season. I imagine there was a bit of expectation coming into this year, but what can you take from your 2017 season?
It's been amazing. The nicest thing for me is to prove that last year wasn't a fluke, and obviously last year was so much better than anything I'd achieved before, and I felt like I was under quite a lot of pressure to sort of achieve the same at least, if not better. So to be going into the last couple of events in the position I'm in, superb for me. I've had a great time, yeah. I
imagine part of your success has been down to the fact that you feel more comfortable on tour, and it's just getting used to your surroundings and being with the bigger players. Has that helped feeling a lot more at home on tour at the moment?
Yeah, I do now. Yeah, I think when you get some big games on Saturdays and Sundays and you're in the mix, it's quite difficult not to try and impress some of the bigger players and sort of prove a point that you do fit in and stuff. But after you become comfortable, you know that your golf does the talking. So it sort of doesn't matter who you play with. You know, if you go and shoot a good score, then you sort of just fit in and belong, and that's happened more and more for me over the last 12 months.
I'm sure one of your highlights of the year, as it was last year, was the Irish Open. You just play so well at that event. What is it about that tournament that brings out your very best golf?
I don't know really. What the biggest surprise for me was obviously having a great result there, but a completely different golf course, because the K Club's obviously a beautiful parkland course, and Port Stewart's a really tough links golf course. So the fact that it's the same event was just, I think, a bit of a freak incident. And they're a special crowd, they're a special bunch, the Irish fans that come out for that tournament, and you can really feel it. You walk on the first tee and I really feel like they're pulling for me, and I don't know why they do that because I'm not Irish, but no, it's a lovely atmosphere to play in, and obviously a great opportunity for all of us now that with the Rolex Series events, and I thrive on that, and I seem to find an extra gear when my concentration levels go up that little bit extra, and obviously find my best golf when I'm in that sort of frame of mind. I just get excited. I don't really get nervous very often, and I think that's a big positive. And sort of walking to the first tee at the Open this year, I was tingling, and I looked down and my hands are sort of shaking. I think 99% of people that have put them off, whereas I'd sort of think, this is brilliant. This is just what I want to be doing, and I think that gets the best out of me. That I enjoy that pressure rather than sort of getting scared of it, and I think that's why my best results come in the bigger tournaments rather than the smaller tournaments, because there's such a much bigger atmosphere at those events.
Well, soon after that we saw you give a terrific performance at the Open, and I know that event means so much to you and your family, but a tied 6th, what a fantastic result. Tell me a little bit about that week.
It was amazing, yeah. I've always, as a kid, sort of dreamed of walking up the 18th at an Open Championship on the Sunday and having that reception, but I had no idea that it was going to be the way that it was this year, and obviously to come up there as a leading Englishman at an Open in England, it was absolutely incredible, and I don't know how I ever rolled that last putt, because I was just like jelly over that, and when it went in I just smiled for about 5 hours, and every time I see the highlight of that putt I just think, oh, it's just magic, you know. I can't bottle the emotion at all, and that I think that works both ways, with happy emotion and sad. If I'm not happy on the golf course and things are going wrong, I can be very difficult to speak to, and my caddy can have a nightmare sort of dealing with me. You know, my family, amazing support when I'm down and not playing well, and I think I'm the complete opposite. And I don't think anybody enjoys it more than me when I'm up and playing well and in the mix at tournaments. And I think when you see me walk off that 18th green at Birkdale, you don't see many people finish 6th and react like that, and it shows, I think, a lot about my character and what this game means to me. And I mean, God knows what it's going to be like the day that I do win one, because like you say, we are getting close, and it's going to be really special when that happens. I don't think that's a case of if. It is going to happen, and I can't wait for that day to get the champagne on ice and really celebrate a win.
Well, not only has this been such a brilliant season, but you've earned an absolutely life-changing amount of money. How much of a relief is that, and does it take a bit of weight off the shoulders when you're playing on course?
It's a weird thing, the money. I think some people thrive off the back of earning all the money, but I just always wanted to have enough money to play golf, and it's lovely to be able to sort of support the family a bit and not have to worry too much. If anyone was in trouble, friends or family, I can help, and that's a nice position to be in, and to know that eventually I'm going to have kids and a wife, and I can look after a family nicely enough, and not have the pressure of that. It's an amazing opportunity, and I suppose all I can do is thank all the sponsors and the European Tour for having such amazing events for us to come and earn. I mean, just a ridiculous amount of money, and we're very, very privileged to be in a position that we are on that. And I mean, I'm over the million mark with 2 events with guaranteed prize money left, and that's an amazing amount of money to earn playing golf. And I really do feel privileged and lucky to be doing it. And I just can't wait for the future to continue to earn as much money as possible and as much, as many points and tournaments as I can possibly win. That's my goal, and we just stick to that and keep working hard.
Well, we're coming to the end of the season now, and it's been such a great year for you, but have you had time to sit down and assess your 2018 goals yet?
No. 2016 took a lot out of me, and I didn't have time really to reflect and stop. I had to just put my foot down and keep going, and 2017 has really, really knocked it out of me. And playing a bit in the States, and with the emotional stuff with the ruling in the States, and then coming home and playing great back in Europe straight off the bat. And it's been a very, very tough year mentally and physically on me. That's why I've lost a lot of weight and changed the diet a lot, and I'm in the best shape of my life, and I have to be, because I can't. It's too much strain on the body with the travel, and I've been everywhere. And I think 2018 is gonna be exciting for me, and I've definitely got the hunger to still work as hard as ever, and I really do feel like I will win an event. And there's nothing really stopping me winning this week or next week, to be honest. I'm playing the best golf I've ever played, and I think it's just a matter of time. So hopefully it'll be a big one where the family will be there with us, and we'll just celebrate, like no one else.